what is the most important song that you did outside of Gangstar?
Most important song
to you, or like the one that where when it was finished, you was like, man, this is well, maybe not, or let's say your greatest record when you after you made it and it was recorded with everything, you was like, man, ain't nobody can fuck with that.
You know what it is? I just I never think about my records once I do them. Once they're done, I just...
You listen to them after they done?
No,
you don't?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, when they're maybe for a couple of weeks.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
But after that, no, I don't listen to my own records. Boom was a good record. Royce 5'9".
Right.
Yeah, Nas is like anything with MOP. You know? Yeah. We always have a good chemistry. Certain people have good chemistry with. I had good chemistry with Jay-Z, Big. You know,
right.
Like Unbelievable it turned out good because I didn't really have time to make a track for him, and I remember he was just like, "Yo, I don't care if you're using Piece of President, just do something simple." And I did that simple thing. I thought he was gonna laugh at it. He walked in the room, was like, "That's it," and went right in the booth and did it. No lyrics, just off the head.
Wow. Yeah. Crazy. Now you said that when Guru he was giving you a list with the name of the songs. Now I'm thinking that he gave you the name of the song, You Know My Steez.
Right, he did.
And you picked out Drowning in the Sea of Love, right? Is that the sample that you used for that song? Now I'm thinking like how you connect to the title, You Know My Steez, and then pick out a song which is really mellow and is a love song, you know. It's like how like
I said, it's everything's experimentation. Like you gotta it's like being in a laboratory with a whole bunch of chemicals. You gotta just mix them together and see what it turns into. And if it doesn't, you mix another chemical. So it was the feeling of the sample. The feeling of the sample was matched the drums. The drums were hard.
Right.
Being that the drums were hard, and that was from the beatboxer from Flash's beatboxing machine, Grandmaster Flash. The music just is all about knowing how to catch. And I'm a DJ, so my ear is really, really sharp to catching things and going, ooh, bring that back.
Okay.
You know, and try and do it by hand. Just test it, seeing if things land where they land, and if they do, then I sample it, throw it in, hit the pads.
Right. So is it in a video to Classic that you did last year with KRS One, Nas?
That was my room. Yeah,
that was your room. Yeah. And so that was a little glimpse of how you just sit there
and I don't show anybody ever on no video, but that was really my setup. That was my room.
Okay.
That was my old MPC 60. That's where my turntable set up. We just turned the lights down a little more, but that's the room.
Right. Yeah. Now tell me now that can you still enjoy listening to music instead of analyzing it? Because like you were saying, you're a DJ, so you hear different things in songs when you listen to them, or do you still can say, I'm gonna just listen to it? I'm not gonna be looking for samples in there.
No. I know how to separate everything. Like if I'm listening to Earth, Wind and Fire album, I'm just listening. I'm not listening for samples. I'm just enjoying the music.
Okay, so you separate it really like, I'm gonna listen to Earth, Wind and Fire and listen and look for samples, or I'm gonna just listen to it and just have
if something comes on where it's like, oh. Then of course,
but it's still there, so it's still there. You can't really.
If I hear something that's ill, I'm like, oh man, I never thought.
I gotta go back in.
I'll be like, okay, put that, put it aside for sure.
Okay. Now tell me, what makes a good hip hop song? Is it a good MC, or is it a real good beat?
I always think the beat's first, man. The beat.
Okay, so you can rap whatever you want to. If the beat is fat, it's gonna be a good record.
I want to hear a fat beat.
Okay. Right. Now, you already said it on a few gangsta records that you don't like kids putting out those LPs sample records.
I don't mind them putting them out.
It's even worse because on the internet you can find whole albums that got the samples of what was used. How do you see
I don't mind them putting those records out. It's just like back in the days, the Ultimate Breaks and Beats. It never said used by Gangstar, used by Jay-Z, used by Tribe Called Quest. Right. It just had the song and the artist and the writers. That's cool. Like if you find every sample that I've ever used and put it out on a sample record and have Drowning in the Sea of Love, Joe Simon, that's cool, but don't say used by a gang star on You Know My Steez, because now you're trying to sell it off of my name, and you're selling that record, and we don't get paid off of that. So it's almost like you're like a police. It's like you're a snitch. So,
but it's still honoring you, because it's like you listen to that song and you're like, damn,
hip hop is a culture.
What they do?
Hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is a culture that was not appreciated by the artists that made those records back in the day. Some do, some don't. But just the rules of our culture were misunderstood, so that a lot of lawsuits were coming out without the understanding of what built the culture. Instead of coming to us and asking us, why do y'all do that? Why do you sample this? Why did you sample my record? We'll explain it. But it just became a business of, oh man, we can make money off of these guys, and make millions suing them. But now you're killing off an art form that brought you back to life. Like, a lot of people aren't listening to these records anymore. We bring back all those old sounds. Like Kane said, if we didn't strive to bring back alive all the beats that we appreciated, you wouldn't survive. It'd be a memory to us, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So
that is true.
So all of that was what made me go, then I'm gonna stay away from all those cats.
You sounded real mad.
Because it kill. If you're killing a culture, which I live by, then I gotta show you that I don't appreciate it. I either yell at you, or I'll punch you in the face. I'd rather yell.
Okay.